Good evening and welcome to our new family orientation for the 2021-2022 school year. My name is Allie and I'm part of the admissions team here at Morgan Park Academy, alongside my admissions teammate, Miss Yvonne, who's manning the chats tonight. So if you have any questions at all during our presentation, don't hesitate to go ahead and put that question in the chat function. We'd be happy to answer at any point, and we'll save some time at the end for some Q&A as well. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our head of school.
Hi, good evening. My name is Mercedes Shepherd, head of school here at Morgan Park Academy. I'm happy to welcome you to the 2021-22 school year. Tonight, you'll get a chance to find out so much about our program and what your child should be expecting for the coming year. We are most excited that we will be on campus in-person instruction next year. So we'll get to see each of you and hopefully I'll get to meet you all soon. Tonight, please take the opportunity to ask any questions. Our admissions team will be available for you. But again, welcome to Morgan Park Academy, and I look forward to meeting you all in September. Thanks.
Thank you, Miss Shepard. Next, we're going to hear from Mr. Vincent Hermosia. He's the assistant head of school and also oversees the technology here at Morgan Park Academy. So he's going to explain in a little video here of how to navigate our system, which we call MyMPA.
Roles. My name is Vincent Amoselia. I'm definitely the youngster of the group. This is my 10th year at the academy, and I oversee technology. So you'll hear from me about my MPA and also sometimes Chromebook program or technology in general. So we're very busy this summer, getting ready for the start of the school year. And what I'll do tonight is that we'll talk to you about this very important portal that is called My MPA. There is a link on our homepage to My MPA. You could actually simply Google My MPA, and the first thing that will pop up will be our link to our online portal. If we go to the first slide, Ms. Bowles, thank you. So when you log in, and I guess that's the first question, can you log in? And if you cannot log in, then you need to email us. Every time you have a question regarding technology, you can email help@morganparkacademy.org. That's only, it says help, but it's really only for technology help. If you also email me directly, that's fine, but help goes to our entire technology team, and any of us can help you with any issues you might be having with my MPA or a Chromebook maybe that you have at home that your child took home. We're there to help. So if you can't log in, just let us know. We'll set you up. If we could go back to the first slide, Ali, yeah, thank you. The first thing you will see when you log in into my MPA, your default page, which you can change, is called resources. It has a lot of information. That's where all the information about your back to school form, our return to campus plan, any health forms, the textbook that you might need, supplies that you might need to purchase, all the information is or should be in resources. So that's an important area of my MPA, and it's often the default page when you arrive. Also on this page, I'm not going to show you slides about it because I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but we of course have calendar. It shows all the events that we have. Ali referenced the short form PDF that we have on our website. More detailed events like athletics, your child's schedule even shows up on the calendar. It has any event happening at the academy will be in this calendar. And what's very nice, if you go on my MPA on your phone and you tap on calendar, you'll notice there's a little icon that looks like a Wi-Fi kind of signal, little waves, and you can click on that and you can subscribe to the iCal calendar, which will add it to your phone and will sync automatically with your phone. It's called an iCal feed, and it's in there under calendar. So you are able to join the feed on your phone. So if you decide to do that, you could. The other one is directories. We have a student directory and a parent directory. So that's how you would find out about other parents in your grade, other kids in your grade. We upload all the pictures of the kids after we take the photos in October, so you can see faces and you can connect with other families through the directory as well. Some people use it to carpool. If you live far away, you want to know who lives close by. They kind of scan the directory for that. But if you need to get in touch with someone, they're there. And of course, there's the faculty and staff directory in there as well. We can move to the next slide, Ms. Bowles. Thank you. So in the upper right corner of my MPA, you will see your name. When you click on your name, it has settings that relates to you. The first button is profile. So if you change your address, if you need to update that information, your email address or your cell phone number, it is crucial that you let us know. So please go in there, and we get an alert when you do that. And we send a lot of texts if there's a school closure, an emergency. We do that via text and emails. So you want to make sure we have your right cell phone number and your right email address in the system so we can get in touch with you. As you go through your summer forms, one of them is the emergency contact. You have to fill out your emergency contact, and you will get prompted when you log into my MPA to do that. And that information is also accessible through profile. So that's a very important area that you simply need to look over and make sure it's there. What often happens when you go to the admissions process is that your plus one gets forgotten. You know, I won't say it's your husband, but it's often that, you know, whoever did the application, is in the system, and sometimes someone else is missing. And that happens, and it's completely fine. And all you have to do is email us, email help, and say, hey, you know what, my spouse needs access, my mother needs access because she picks him up every day. So it happens that sometimes someone else needs to get access to my MPA, and we'll check if that's okay to do it with you, and if so, we'll set it up, okay? And they will have their own profile. So the next part of it is, it's called settings. Ms. If we could switch slide. Settings as options that regards to what's your default screen when you log in. And the other part of it is your privacy as well. So you can see what information you're sharing in the directories. If you don't want to share your address, you can hide that. If you don't want to share your phone, you can hide that from other parents. That's all under the privacy, which is the third option. The second option is the one that I have a bigger kind of screenshot of that on the screen right now. It's notifications. That one is important because we use a system in MyMPA called messages. And sometimes you want to get these messages via email. You don't want to have to log into MyMPA every time a message is sent. And I will talk about messages in a moment. But that's where you would want to check that and say, you know what, send me an email every time I get a message. Maybe you want to get notified every time an assignment is added for your child. The thing is, you will moderate that. If you click, you want every notification, you will realize quickly that you're going to get a lot of emails. So sometimes you kind of want to manage that and keep an eye on things, especially if you're in the upper and middle school where, my MPA is used, it's day to day in there. I think the early grade pre-K first, my MPA is a little less a part of the day-to-day life of the students. But as you even get to second grade, third grade, homework, assignments, things of that nature is used. And when we moved to during the pandemic, when we moved to remote learning, my MPA became, the primary source of contact with parents. So that's why it's so important that you have access to it and that you know how to manage those notifications. I think I mentioned privacy. You can take a look at that. Something important about privacy, there is an option that you hide everything from everybody. And the problem with that is that you probably want to share your cell phone number with your teacher so they can reach you. So often just take a look at that, see what you're sharing with other parents, see what you're sharing with other students, with the community, and keep sometimes the teacher informed of your email. What end up happening is when people do that, they inform me, and I let them know your information so they can get in touch with you. So that's for privacy and your profile. Next. Okay, so messages. Right next to your name, you'll see messages. I'm using our director of admissions here, Ms. Bowles, as our example. I did a little screen grab of her profile. She has 25 unread messages, so she's not keeping up with her messages. She's not doing a good job. The reality of it is that number might get high because if you set up your notification, you'll get that message via emails, and you won't need to archive it. So a lot of important information is sent through my messages. It could be a message one-on-one. You might be communicating with the teacher and they reply to you. So that works. And sometimes it's an entire group. And what I want to let you all know that's extremely important for your privacy is that when it's a little bit like a forum. I don't know if you've ever used a forum online. When you, in this example here, Pat Egan, our lower school arts teacher, is communicating with first grade parents about what they need to do for school in March. That email was sent to everybody. If Allie had replied to this, it would have gone to the entire group at the same time. So every parent that's on that notification would have gotten it. So if you needed to communicate with Miss Egan, you probably want to start a new message and simply message her personally. Okay. So I say that because it's an important aspect of it. Sometimes people reply, they don't realize it says reply to all, and they share something personal about their child, about themselves, and we certainly don't want that to happen. So just be mindful of that reply and reply all. When it says reply all, that means it's going to the entire group. And unfortunately, the system does not allow like an email to just say reply to only the sender. You have to start a new conversation yourself. So I thought that would be an important thing to mention. Next. Okay, so this is again the header, the top part. What you'll notice on the left side, you will see children. So if you have 3 kids at the school, you'll see 3 beautiful faces. Allie happens to have 2 wonderful boys, Conrad and Jed, so she gets to see them there. And that's really where all the information about your child is located. So I clicked on Conrad. So if you want to click next, I'm going to show you what you see when you click on that. So this is what you see when you click on your child's name. You will notice progress and all the other tabs at the top. We're planning on having schedules for the school released on August 1st. So you will get to know a little bit more about your child's schedule on August 1st, but that's where you would find out about your child's schedule. Homework, it's under assignments. That's used. And then contact card is, of course, your child's contact information. We don't use right now conduct. Some schools use it if their kid gets, get detention, whatever it is. We don't use that function. There is a tab there that says conduct, but we don't use it. Nor do we use official notes. These are 2 functions that are available to us, but we're not using it at the moment. What you'll see under progress is that your child's report card is there. If you're in the middle and upper school, there's also a transcript that's available. Transcript gets updated in middle and upper school at the change of semester. So right now, of course, this last year's transcripts, come December, your first semester information will get updated. We only show GPAs starting in the upper school. So GPA, cumulative GPA, weighted GPA, all that wonderful information is in there in your transcript. And of course, the report card, Conrad is in the lower school, so he gets to see the lower school report card, and you can click on those links and you'll see that. As you scroll down, you can go to the next slide. As you scroll down, the other area that will appear are the courses. So what's kind of cool about this area is that at the top of the page, you can switch grade. You could go back to, if your child's in 5th grade, you could go back all the way to way back when he was in 3rd grade and see the report cards and see all the information that was set at that time. So you can navigate through in the past in there. So what I did is that I went to last year to show Conrad's lineup of courses. So what you see, especially in the lower school grades, starting in 3rd grade and up, and in middle and upper, on the right side right now, there's only a little dash, but usually if your child has a grade concurrently in 1st quarter or 2nd quarter, that grade will appear there. We have open grade books. So that means that you can click on see grade details and you will see every assignment and what grade your child got in the assignment. It's our policy that teachers have a week to upgrade. I believe it's a week to post grades for assignments. So you really you get to know really quickly how your child is doing within the grade, because most parents say that report cards, they don't even look at them almost anymore because they already know their kid's grade because they've been on my MPA all the time. So that's why you see the grade. And then all the classes, you can click on any of the classes your child is taking and it will bring you to that bulletin board for that class. So that you can go to the next slide. So what I did is that I click on Miss Burley's link, and I went there, and then she has her entire bulletin board available, and that's true for any class in the lower school or in the middle and upper. You click on a class, you see the bulletin board information. During the pandemic, of course, teachers were using that to post homework and information. There's also an assignment tab, and you can see what your child has been assigned as far as homework, when it's due, if they turn it in or not turn it in, are they late, and so on. And I believe we allow roster view. I think it's all grades. You can see who else is in the class, and you see their faces. That gives you the roster of the class. So clicking on any of the classes gives you just all the information you need to know about that class. I think we can.
Thank you so much, Vince. Again, if you have any questions at all regarding any of the MyMPA or you're having any tech issues, definitely email help@morganparkacademy.org. We can either answer your questions via email or pick up the phone, give you a call, and kind of walk you through those steps to make sure you have those notifications turned on and make sure that you're able to log in before that first day of school there. Next up, we're going to meet Mrs. Narissa Connolly, our school nurse.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear and see you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Narissa Conley. I'm the school nurse here at Morgan Park Academy. I've been a registered nurse for over 10 years, and I've been the nurse here at MPA for the last 5 years. I generally manage the day-to-day health data here at MPA, which includes injuries, compliance with student health data, and managing any students with complex medical conditions. So some examples of those would be asthma, diabetes, epilepsy, even food allergies. So if there are any medical conditions that your child may have or you may be concerned about, please feel free to email me and I can let you know the documents that you may need to turn in to me. The slide that you're looking at is the Nurses Corner in MyMPA. It has all of the forms that are required for new students listed, and you can look by specific grade. It tells you, for example, dental exams are required for kindergarten, 2nd grade, and 6th grade, and 9th grade. So if you have any questions about those forms, you can email me. And if you want to turn in your forms, you can email them directly to me, or you can leave them at the front desk in Hanson Hall. I think that's all I had. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or send them to me.
Can you share what your email address is?
Sure, my email address is nconley@morganparkacademy.org. It's N Conley, my last name.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you so much, Narissa. Next up, we're going to turn it over to Miss Jennifer Steck, our wellness counselor, and she's going to speak about her program, Character Education.
Hi.
Very
Okay.
good.
So I am the pre-K through 12 wellness counselor. I am a licensed professional counselor and have my master's in school counseling. This slide is showcasing character education, but I see everybody. I see K through 3 for character education, and we focus on be kind and do your best, which I'm sure by this point you have heard is our school motto. So everything that encompasses what that means, whether it's celebrating individuality, getting along with other classmates, focusing on personal space and listening skills. There's a lot that we do. The picture that I have on the screen right now is dropping a stone into water and watching the ripple effects of kindness. And the kids love that because it's very visual. And as they drop the rock in, they say something kind that they've recently done, and they see the ripples going out into the world, and they talk about what that means to them. Let's see, other things that we might do, take a walk outside, doing like a sound scavenger hunt, utilizing the space that we have on campus, or writing a letter to someone that's important to us, using different skills that students might have. And when I see the kindergartners through 3rd grade, it's a great way to pave the path through the rest of their time at MPA, because a lot of them stay through 12th grade, as I hope your students do. And this is when I'm building that relationship with them, so that they feel comfortable to come and see me in a one-on-one environment in my office. Because I also do see students one-on-one if they are experiencing some issues or peer conflicts, or just need time to vent about something. And I think that is it. Also, if you have any evaluations, neuropsychological evaluations, please be sure to get those to me so that we can provide what your child needs in the classroom. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Steck. Next up, we're going to hear from Miss Jackie from Country House, which is our food service provider here at MPA. She's going to chat a little bit how the lunch program works and discuss the My Mealtime app as well.
Okay. Hi, so I'm Jackie, and this year, like for the meals, we're gonna have pre-boxed lunches. So there's gonna be a daily special along with another meal choice, either pizza and chicken tenders along with the healthy side. And then for the older kids, the meals are gonna be $6.75. And it comes with the meal, the cookie, and a choice of water or milk. It's also the same for the lower kids. It's just they get a little bit of smaller portion, so it's $5.50. They're all going to be pre-ordered, so you can email us or send in like a menu that you can find online, and just have all the lunches by like 8 o'clock, so at nighttime the day before, so that way we can have a head count of everything that's going on. And then the latest order would be at like 8 a.m. so we have everybody's orders in. And then like there'll be like a daily sandwich or salad for the day, and that's how our lunch is going to be set up for this year.
All right, perfect. And then you can always reference MyMPA for this as well. There's a link that'll bring you right to My Mealtime, so you could add funds for lunches. And even in our pre-COVID days where you didn't have to pre-order, we always list the menu a month in advance anyways, so students can see that. So that'll continue on through the MyMPA function as well. So. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Jackie. If you guys have any specific questions about the lunch service, go ahead and utilize the chat function, and we'll make sure that we get those answered straight away for you.
Great. Thank you so much, Jackie. Again, if you have any questions about Country House, please let us know. You can enter those in the chat, and we'll make sure we answer any questions that you have. So for uniforms and spirit wear, we do wear uniforms here at MPA, and you have a couple different options of where you'd like to get them from. So one of the options is Martinelli's, which is a children's boutique on 95th Street in Evergreen Park. You can also order on landsend.com. You head over to the website, plug in the school, and then they'll tell you kind of that uniform code depending on what grade you're in. So you can see from the picture there's a few options. Girls and boys alike can wear khaki pants or shorts depending on the weather. Girls also have the option there of wearing either the plaid jumper for lower school, or for middle and high school, the plaid skirt, and then also the khaki skirt. Everyone wears a maroon polo or a white polo with the school emblem embroidered on the left chest. We do have options for spirit wear, and you can order that spirit wear through a website, through a link, so check out in your email. Towards the beginning of the school year, we'll have one of those Spirit Day flash sales. Next up, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Jessica Balaker. She oversees our after-school enrichment and also our before and after programs. She's also an alum of MPA. So go ahead and take it away, Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica Balaker, and I'm the Events and External Programs Manager here at Morgan Park Academy. Our after-school enrichment classes are primarily focused on students in grades pre-K3 through 8th grade. Our goal is to offer classes that engage the whole child and encourage new experiences and learning. If a student's passions and experiences are not represented, we encourage the student to propose a new class. This kind of initiative, leadership, and service is encouraged and celebrated. Our after-school enrichment classes run from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on a particular day of the week. Class offerings will be announced in late August. Our before and after care, as we like to call it here, ABC, runs from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. All families are able to utilize ABC. During before care, students will be able to eat breakfast if they pack from home and work quietly. During aftercare, a typical schedule would be homework time, snack time, and recess. MPA provides a pre-packaged typical size snack for each child during aftercare. You are more than welcome to pack additional snacks for your child. For before and aftercare, we charge by the hour. The more you attend ABC a month, the cheaper it gets. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at jbollacker@morganparkacademy.org.
Mr. Mike Ellis is here to tell us a little brief introduction into student life here at Morgan Park Academy. Go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, Allie. Hello, everyone. Once again, I'm Michael Ellis. I have the honor of overseeing a lot of the student-led organizations. And what that means in perspective of the school is we have a house system which runs from the pre-K all the way through, even the parents are involved. So think Harry Potter. So we have 5 different houses, and each student is involved in one. And throughout the year, we'll have a lot of contests and ways to get points, but it also connects the students so that they realize we are one big school and not just their small division. But inside the divisions, we also have student-led organizations, different student councils and arts councils, other ideas of groups of students that are just really working towards that year's goals for their fellow peers. And those are all student driven. There will be a faculty advisor, often myself, and we just are there to make sure that the students' visions of what they're looking for their year to be really gets to come through. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ellis. Last but most certainly not least, I would like to introduce the president of our Parents Association, Mrs. Dooney Cozy-Gay.
Hello, my name is Dooney Cozy-Gay, and I'm the president of the Morgan Park Academy Parents Association. The Parents Association is a great way for parents, grandparents, dads, aunts, everybody from your family community to volunteer and get to know the school a little bit better outside of the classroom. We host a variety of activities from fundraisers to skating parties in the winter to the back to school picnic, homecoming, you name it. The Parents Association is involved in some way just to help and provide a hand or support to deepen the experience for everyone at MPA. One of the things I think we're most proud of with the Parents Association is that we serve as a bridge between school and home, and we are able to help out those new parents who come on board to understand what to expect in the upcoming years for those lifers who've been there since pre-K through middle school, through upper school. There's always a parent who can help you understand what your child can expect or just share a little bit about the experience to offer some perspective. That's something that you don't really get everywhere. And so I think it's unique to the setting that we do intentionally try to make sure we reach out to new parents and the existing parents to make sure that everybody feels engaged, involved, and most importantly, a part of a community that's larger than just your family network. We also love that MPA makes space for the Parents Association. It's very naturally threaded into the infrastructure of the school. So it's not something that happens outside of or away from. If the head of school is talking about an activity or something that's going on with the broader student body, you bet the Parents Association is in on the conversation. I love that about MPA. They get that it's about more than just sending the students to school and in a classroom, that there's a full circle of support that helps make the experience that much better. My hope is that if you join Morgan Park Academy, you'll get an opportunity to get to know myself and the variety of parents who volunteer with us to make your experience better. So whether it's the back to school picnic or Pi Day, or coming up with really cool ways to acknowledge the teachers and the faculty and staff for the hard work that they do, the Parents Association is just very proud to be a supportive network for the parents, the extended family members, and most importantly, our dear children who are the students at MPA. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are going to stick around to take some of those questions through the chat now. But just to kind of point out some important save the dates that are coming up, we do offer an in-person new family orientation that's going to be pretty identical to what you received this evening, but an option to be in person and on campus. And that will be Tuesday, August 24th. Our first day of school, Tuesday, September 7th, that Tuesday right after Labor Day. And we will be celebrating this year with our opening day coffee. So parents, guardians at home, feel free to stay and hang out with us, to meet our Parent Association president and kind of meet one another after school drop off on that first day. Our back to school family picnic is scheduled for Saturday, September 11th. And then also, save the date, always a fun event. Our annual fund gala will be held at our outdoor pavilion on Saturday, October 16th. Joining us on the Zoom this evening, we have our administrators. So first up, I would like to introduce you to the principal of our lower and middle school, Miss Heather Currit, and also the assistant principal of our upper school, Mrs. Emily Drown. They can give brief introductions of themselves and also the divisions that they oversee, and then we'll dive right into those questions that you have.